Hi, I'm Rob from B&H. We're at NAB 2015, talking to Paul Isaacs from SoundDevices. We're going to talk about the new 688, 12 input, 16 channel field mixer and recorder. Tell us a little bit about it.
Well, it's exactly as you say, a 12 input, 16 track recorder that records to CF card and SD card simultaneously. It continues the line from the 664, which has been a very successful mixer recorder for us, but we've redesigned the entire architecture, so it's very much a digital mixer now with full flexible digital routing and processing. And this allows us to do a lot more and offer a lot more features, such as Mix Assist.
Tell us a little bit about Mix Assist.
Okay, so Mix Assist is a 12 input auto mixer. Now this is ideal for applications where you have multiple speakers around a conference table or what have you, where there's potential for many open mics.
Some of which aren't being used at any given time.
So there's sometimes when there's a lot of mics, it's hard to mix them or shut down mics. So this auto mixer will effectively detect it measures the background ambient noise, and when a speaker exceeds that threshold, his open mic will be opened and all the other ones will be dropped, and it's like chalk and cheese hearing the difference between that clean sounding and the shutting of the mics which are not open. So
helps to eliminate some phase problems as well.
Phasing, background noise, and just generally cleans up a mix. It's not intended to replace the sound mixer entirely, because they still need to be able to optimize their levels and trims and adjust their faders, but really the Mix Assist makes it possible.
So we've got both XLR and TA3 inputs on it?
Yeah, so we have 6 mic line inputs with the full featured SoundDevices caliber mic pre's with phantom high pass filters and limiters with adjustable thresholds. The inputs 7 through 12 are line input only, and you typically use those for wireless.
And those are the TA3 connectors, right?
Correct.
Okay, and in terms of outputs?
We have 8 mix buses, so a huge amount of flexibility there, and you can route any input to any outputs in any combination.
Right, I could actually feed 3 different cameras at one time from this bad boy. Okay.
Now, some other key things about this is we've added Power Safe and Quick Boot, which is a technology we introduced first with the 633. Power Safe is a 10-second power reserve, so if all power is lost, you have 10 seconds to effectively replace your batteries. But if you don't do that, it will close the files cleanly so you don't lose any data. Quick Boot is the fastest boot up in the world of any recorder like this. So if I turn the machine off and then turn on it, you're ready to go within a couple of seconds.
I was thinking it's like under 2 seconds,
under 2
right?
seconds,
Exactly, fantastic.
And we can now go up to 192 kilohertz sampling rate.
Okay, do you get all 16 tracks at that rate though, or what's the maximum track?
So if I remember rightly, with 96 kilohertz, it's down to 8 tracks.
Okay.
And with 192 kilohertz, 6 tracks. So that's still surround. And that's important for our sound effects guys. Okay.
Terrific.
So, but one of the really key aspects of the 688, and it's been designed with this in mind from the ground up, is the optional SL6 wireless and powering distribution system. This is a key element to the whole 688 architecture.
Okay, fantastic. Here it is right up here. And so tell us a little bit about this bad boy.
Okay, so if you look at a typical production sound mixer's bag these days, they're working with so much wireless gear. Now they're running around having to replug cables, and there's all the powering cables. It's like a spaghetti.
Sure.
And that can add to reliability issues and just operation.
It's just confusing.
And yeah, it's just stressful. So we really wanted to basically simplify the sound mixer's life by getting rid of all the cables. So here, this SL6 bolts onto the top of the 688. There's a small ribbon cable that goes between the two, which contains all the data, and that interconnects all audio, power, and control. So there's no audio cables. There's no power cables. Yeah, the whole concoction of 688 and SL6 are powered by an MP1 or an external DC plugged into the SL6.
Fantastic.
Now there's also Power Safe in SL6. Okay. So that if all power is lost, you can still power the whole device for 10 seconds. On the right-hand side of the panel here, there's also 4 power outputs, so you can power peripheral devices as well.
Oh, but terrific.
The key element here is it's a receiver chassis, okay, as you can see from the front here. So we can take in 3 dual channel slot-in receivers. And these, when we looked at this, we thought, well, how are we going to do this? So we thought, hold on, there's this standard out there called Unislot. It's really an electromechanical standard of a 25-pin connector, which allows dual channel receivers to slot into cameras.
Okay.
So you can get the wireless audio from mixers to cameras. So we looked at that standard and thought, yeah, this is a great solution for this. So in each of these slots, there's a 25-pin connector that you can use standard 2-channel Unislot receivers. But we thought, well, hold on a second, there's more that we can do with this. So we extended the Unislot specification and we created SuperSlot.
SuperSlot, exactly.
Now SuperSlot is a SoundDevices created open standard, which we've collaborated with the leading wireless manufacturers such as Sennheiser, Lectrosonics, Wizicom and Audio Limited. And what SuperSlot adds to just audio and powering interconnect is digital audio, because that was never part of the Unislot spec.
Okay.
But also, and most crucially, control.
Okay.
So now we can control all the receivers slotted in here via our interface.
Terrific.
A really nice clean interface. So let me just show you. You can now get like a receiver overview page where we can see
terrific.
the RF level from all the 6 receivers. You can see the audio level. You can see the transmitter battery status. You can look at pilot tones. You can see which antennas are receiving the signal.
Super convenient. Before we wrap it up, there's also a bag coming for this, right? Is that correct?
Possibly.
Possibly.
There's a lot of third-party manufacturers working on a solution for this setup as well. Okay. So the normal players in that market.
Okay. Well, Paul, I really appreciate you telling us about the 688. Thanks so much.
Thanks for having me. Thank you.
From NAB 2015, I'm Rob from B&H. Thanks for watching.